So I've just taken a few videos and realised it's just took my photo a couple of times. Anyways, as I was saying, it is early December. We've had a frost. Yeah, mushroom foraging is something I've done for a few years now. And it's never really thought, well, it has occurred to me to film it. My daughter said, why don't you start doing YouTube videos about mushroom foraging? And I thought, well, yeah, but don't really know enough about it. But now I kind of know. I know a chunk of stuff. So I've got, a reasonable amount to pass on to you folks. And also now I can just use my phone, obviously, to make a video. When I'm doing my stomps and whatnot, there's quite a lot of tech I've got to take with me. But now, obviously, phones have got so good. I can do a video that's kind of worth watching just on my phone. So that's what I'll do. So yeah, haven't found anything yet, but I shall keep looking. Okay, first thing. Oh, take my glove off. So this one here is a russula. You can tell that the stems kind of, it breaks like a piece of chalk. It's very flaky, white gills. And the other way you can tell this is it's everywhere. These are known in my book as bloody russulas, because they are edible, but when you put them in the pan, they literally disintegrate to nothing. Yeah, you can see it's crumbling away. If I break that, it's literally just like chalk. But yeah, something anyway. Oh, what's that? Ah, now this is looking more like it. Let me flip you round. This is looking particularly lovely, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this one is going in the bag. Yeah. Actually, this is pretty munched. But if you break a bluet, so it's a purple mushroom. Oh no, I'm not getting it. So that's not what I'm after. Yeah, that's kind of a chemically smelling thing. So there you go. That is not a bluet. That smells kind of musty, kind of not appealing. But that is very similar to a bluet. Bluet, if you did that, split it open and smell, it's like frozen orange juice. It's very strange, but very nice. And hopefully you'll find the real thing. Let's keep looking. I'm not seeing anything much. If I tell you, you can see I'm actually walking beside a wood. One of my patches I come to quite regularly. God, it's flipping cold. Now I was thinking, blimey, I'm hungry. And I don't know if it's true, how true this is, but I heard somewhere on the grapevine that if you're foraging, it has been scientifically proven that you're better at it when you're hungry. Makes sense, really, if you think about it. Your senses are a little bit heightened, and your brain has got more interest in finding something to eat. At the moment, I think it's going to be pine cones. This is quite funny. You can always see telltale signs when somebody else has been foraging, and you find things like this just on the ground, a russula that's been upturned. You can see the stem next to it, but the top of it is looking quite dark. It's like someone checking to see if it was a bluet or not, or something else worth having. Like I say, if you're starving, then yeah, fill your boots with russulas, chuck them in a soup. But they're not the best. Another two been discarded. Another little tip that I've found to be true is that you have more luck next to pathways. It kind of makes sense when you think about it. The mycelium network, which is basically the main sort of bit of the fungus, is all underground, and it shoots out for, you know, I'll say miles. Some does miles, but anyway, a long way, much bigger than the mushroom itself. And when it obviously hits a, where are we? Hits a pathway or something, quite often it will stop and then fruit next to the pathway or stream or anything like that. So yeah, I have found quite often your chances of finding something next to a path or some sort of barrier to the mycelium will be a little bit higher. Doesn't mean to say you can't find mushrooms everywhere. You absolutely can, but you can't look everywhere, can you? And here next to the path, oh, look, there's some coral fungus, but this is I think a victim of the frost. I think it is frozen. It's absolutely frozen solid. So yeah, coral fungus, you can eat it, but like you won't get any nutrients from it. Just go straight through you, and it doesn't taste like anything. Totally neutral. Use it for garnish, I suppose. And look at this lovely beauty. Oh, it's another type of russula. It is frozen solid. You can see bits of it here. Very chalky. That you can see. Where's the camera on this thing? Don't know. But that there, the name escapes me. But I'm not an expert on this. Don't go taking any of this as gospel. Anyway, it's a type of russula, and I know there are two that look the same with that sort of purpley cap. One is edible, I believe. Again, don't take this as gospel. But one of them is really peppery. In fact, I think it might be called the peppery russula. And if you have a little, in fact, I will. Oh, it's all come away now. There it is. You can see. There's a lovely looking mushroom actually. But I am just going to have a little tiny. A little lick. Don't do this at home, folks. Nothing as yet. So that might be the one that's all right. But the one that's peppery, oh, is actually, maybe. Anyway, I'll chuck him back because I'm not sure enough about those. But the peppery one, you can actually dry it and use it as pepper. Yeah, I remember the first time I tasted it, I was like, oh, blimey. It's like chili, that's that kind of hot. Anyway, an interesting find. I'm aware I'm not looking in the camera because I can't find the camera on this phone. Anyways, do excuse me. I am interested in you. I don't know where you are. Well, just walking back now. I haven't found anything else interesting. So I hope you like this little video. I'll do this again. Yeah, probably not for a little while because I think we might be back to sleepy time for mushrooms. Yeah, nice to get out anyway. Cheers.